good girl. I'm so glad you're not hiding. Yes, good morning, baby girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, remember to shut the door this morning. Hi. Hi. Good morning, everyone. I am hustling to get out there with Don. He's down in the creek bed somewhere pulling stilt grass already this morning. We're going to try to get in a couple hours of work before it gets too hot to be outside, which is sort of already now, but we're not in the beating down sun. It'll be okay. All three of my boys are here at the bench. That's always a great sight to see first thing in the morning. Yes, Morris, I'm coming with your food. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Come on up. There you go. Good morning. Hi. Good boy. Good boy. He goes, I just want to eat, Mom. Hi, Stripey. You gonna come down front with me and keep me company? Okay, I got on blue jeans, socks over the outside of the cuffs, bug spray, and gloves, and water on me. And I think you can start to see Don's shirt. It's hard for me to get on this embankment over here, so he handles this spot. I am headed that way, where I can stand better. Hey, Donnie. How's it going? It's going. That's what I figured you were going to say. So we can see the cypress tree again, and it is still alive, so that's good.
It has had a hard summer, I will say that, but it is still alive. It's got green growth on it, but it definitely, that dry spell must have did a number on it.
Yep. Yes, this right here is the reason why Don's down there.
Yeah, well, actually, with it not being completely with water, it actually makes it a little easier.
Yeah, I see you can stand in there today. That's good.
When I throw the stuff down there, I can stand on it and not get too stuck in the mud.
All right, well, I'm out here. I got bug spray. I'm headed to this corner on the other side over there. So this is the spot I intended to clean up today. You can see Don over there at the bridge. You know, in some places, there's just a little piece of stilt grass that's come up that needs, you know, pulled out from the ferns or something. You can see it's mostly in good shape up through here, and then down behind me by the creek it's a little thicker. I've picked this spot because it seems pretty safe for me. I don't think there's yellow jackets or ants or other stuff over here. Not poison ivy, but I'll also pull back the wild grapevine. It's 11:45. Dawn went in about 15 minutes ago. I'm headed in now. We've got it looking how we want it to look down here. Stilt grass is gone to the best of our ability. Other weeds are pulled. Ferns are encouraged. They never look great this time of the year, especially when the deer have been using them as a food source. But I trimmed the forsythia and a little bit on the oh, I can't remember that, Laura petalum, that purple plant on the other side over there, that bush. It had some wild runners. Marty's been out here the whole time. Bless his heart. I love that cat. He likes to be near his people when they work in the yard. He was all the way down there with me for a while. And then when I was pruning the forsythia, he was under the forsythia, and finally here just a little bit ago. Hi, Marty. He came and he laid in this nice cool spot. Hi, buddy. Hi. That's my sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I sure do love you, buddy. You're good company in the yard. Very good company. I am trying to get up the energy to walk up the hill. I rested for a few minutes when I stopped. I Don made the effort to walk down here with more water for me. And I drank it all sitting over there on the bench. Well, there's Stripey. Hi, bud. Marty, I'm all dirty and I might have poison ivy on me. That's why I'm not loving on you more. But I sure am enjoying you. Anyway, we got done, I would say, even more than I thought we would. We went a good dent in it. The area by the gnome home I consider under control again. So we had a not fun surprise last night. The driver front tire has a nail or something in it. And it went back down pretty significantly overnight after Don aired it up. So Don's trying to see if he can see what's causing it to go down. You want me to get in there and move it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Sure, that's why. Took us a bit to find it. It was hard. A lot of back and forth. Yeah, had to look for bubbles, like no obvious nail thing. And Don plugged it himself. That's right. He wasn't going up there and having the discount tire guys tell him they wouldn't do it or try to sell him a new tire.
Right. Well, I mean, look, 100% safety, minimal. First of all, the only way you can be 100% safe is never drive a car. Never ride, walk everywhere. Maybe then you won't get ran over. But if you're going to drive a car and you're going to plug the tire, you know, in the sidewall is not great. It's really not on the sidewall, but it is close. But the simple answer is that it isn't that much more of a risk. So,
well, let's just be honest here and say that Ruby's tire that Don plugged on the side of the road 2 years ago hasn't given us a lick of trouble. Yeah. And hasn't been replaced either.
Right, and I plugged one on Jules and didn't have any trouble with it. So, I mean, tires are not cheap, and I don't feel unsafe. You know, I'm willing to take the risk myself. And, of course, I guess you could say, well, was Marianne? I don't know. She'll either have to ride with me or not.
I'll ride with you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
As long as you got your plug kit.
Yeah, my plug kit.
Well, at 93 degrees and a heat advisory, I'm sort of surprised we have as many people out enjoying the park today. But all 3 ball fields have players. A little bit older down on the bigger, lower field. And then the splash pad is packed, which that I get because people are cooling off out there. But the ball thing, the little guys up here on these 2 ball fields. Oh, and we have a birthday party today, too. You can reserve the shelter and have events at the shelter there, and somebody's, but yeah, they're on both fields. And this is little kids. This is elementary school kids over here today. These are tiny kids. I think all boys in this case, although they have girls leagues too. But wow, as a parent I would have been like, what? You need me to? I'll be over here in the Tesla and the air conditioner. Yeah, or in the shade. But no, I'll be over here in the air conditioner, and I'll have it cranked for you when you a cold water and air conditioning when you come off the field. Yes, I didn't say, but we're headed to Tractor Supply for deer corn. It's the every other weekend deer corn run.
Yeah. Well, I emptied the trash can.
Yeah, there's no more to put on the...
Yeah, well, it has plenty in it, but I don't have any to put out.
On the tray, that's what I meant. On the tray, yeah. And Don has definitely been having to keep that water filled over. I fill the can when I'm out there watering in the morning so he doesn't have to get his legs in my perennial bed over there. And he carries the water and fills up the deer water in the morning. Yeah.
I just love the tickly feel of all those.
Yeah, nice Don has a thing about it. The car was going to take us off to the right somewhere to get to Tractor Supply, so I navigated to Guardian Angel, and it took the turn signal off and said, okay, because that's up here on the right. And then I looked over at Don and batted my eyelashes and like, can I go in for just a few minutes?
Well, we can always take it out.
No, let's not do that. And I was going to say, we did, besides getting cleaned up, we did do bacon and eggs, made fresh bacon.
Sure did.
I got everything prepped and started, and then while I sat down and collapsed, Dawn finished everything up.
It was great.
Yeah.
Cooked for my girl.
Yeah. But I had the cheese grated and the
Yeah,
eggs in the bowl and the salsa warming and the plates and the trays out. And
that made it easy.
yeah, it sets you up for success, but you did all the heavy lifting on the cooking part. But yeah, we had the bacon was excellent today. It was that really crunchy, fluffy, fatty bacon, not meaty, chewy, and not burnt brown. It was really couldn't have been, the pieces you gave me couldn't have been any better than they were.
I thought they were, all of them turned out really
Yeah,
good.
and it was the right, I think that's that Neiman's ranch, no sugar stuff, but it was just the right amount of salt and seasoning. It was not too much and not enough. It was pretty much perfect. So look at that sky today. For a really hot North Carolina day, the sky's prettier than I would have expected. It can be very blah when it's this hot here, the sky. I do remember what we drove today, but just in case, I was a little confused. Different wheels and green door handles, and it's a Foundation series. We got the deer corn. I didn't realize they had like a shot clinic nearly every weekend in there. There's a little yippy dog. He was so loud. If I thought he was loud, imagine Dawn. It's like an inferno out here on the asphalt. I just put St. Louis ribs in the oven and I made ice cream. Sorry you're not here to enjoy it, Johnny. I've got 90 minutes, so I'm going to work on my building. One of the things that's going to happen is some flowers and the chairs, the seating that goes out front, as well as finishing up the back wall stuff on this first floor. I think he just split it by 100 steps in the PDF, which was 125 actual steps. I'm not sure exactly how that worked, but anyway, I'm going to work on it for a while, see where we get done. Well, I got the table and chairs and the food all set up and put in some of the shrubbery. I'm missing one pot, but I've got another place to look for it. I really think I've got more. Right on cue. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. It's looking pretty cute. Good thing I'm making ice cream tonight because those treats there at the table look pretty darn good.